This is the Nehru legacy war which has been reignited. Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge guns for Modi government. Says BJP doesn't have any history. BJP gone on to erase history of others. Low mentality and dictatorial attitude is what the Congress president has said. This has got to do with the controversy of the Nehru Museum. Which of course is a fresh controversy that has erupted around the Nehru Museum. The Congress has launched a scathing attack against the BJP government at the centre, saying that this is low mentality of the BJP government. This is the renaming of the Nehru Memorial Museum Society, where the name has been dropped and has been replaced by Prime Minister's Museum and Library Society. This is the Nehru Museum, Memorial and Library, which is named after India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. It has been renamed as the Prime Minister's Museum and Library Society. The renaming comes more than a year after the museum was inaugurated at a historic Teen Murti complex in the national capital. This is where the Nehru Museum, Memorial and Library was housed. The decision to rename, of course, has been taken by the Defence Minister, who is the Vice President of the Society. This, however, is wrong and speaks volumes of the low mentality of the Narendra Modi government and of the Prime Minister. This is what the Congress has said. The Congress is going all guns blazing against the Modi government after the Nehru Museum's name was changed to the Prime Minister's Museum, with Nehru's name being dropped there. Amit Bhardwaj is getting us more details on that story. Amit, in fact, the Congress party is seething, essentially, and this is what they have said in the past as well, that the BJP government is trying to erase the legacy of the Nehru-Gandhi family. And this is an extension of it.
Right, Sneha, the very moment when Nehru's name was dropped from Nehru Memorial Museum and Library Society, it was very much expected that the Congress party will come all guns blazing against the central government and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that is what is happening since morning. We have a series of Congress leaders attacking the Modi government over the issue, and now you have the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge himself accusing the central government, the Modi government, of indulging in petty politics and trying to remove India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's name from the Nehru Memorial Trust. In fact, Gaurav Vallabh, who is also the spokesperson of the Congress party, he has said that by doing such petty acts, the government might be able or succeed in removing the names of Prime Minister, first Prime Minister of India, Nehru's name from the nameplate, but his figure even more bigger with such petty acts. And now Mr. Kharge has also hit back at the central government, at Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and is claiming that such petty acts is going to, further boost in or strengthen the name of Pandit Nehru as far as the entire politics is concerned. But on the other side, Sneha, the government's argument right now, rather the Nehru Memorial Trust, which has been renamed right now, the argument is that that because of the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya, because of the new complex at the Teen Murti Marg, the entire facility has been changed and it is now dedicated to all Prime Ministers of India, as well as the holistic tradition of democracy reflects in that institution. And hence there was a need to change the name of the society as well, which can give a complete picture rather than being dedicated to a single Prime Minister or the first Prime Minister of India. Back to you, Sneha.
Amit, what has the BJP said in all of this? Because this is not a new controversy. This was expected. Ever since the Prime Minister and the BJP-led central government had indicated there has to be a museum for all Prime Ministers and not just one.
Right, Sneha, that is the argument of the society. In fact, we will see more defense coming from the government, but as far as this renaming is concerned, the official word is coming from the society itself. The Nehru Memorial Museum and Library Society has been renamed, and the vice president of the society is Mr. Rajnath Singh, the defense minister of the country, and he had welcomed the move yesterday in the special meeting in which the name was changed. He had said that the new complex, the new facility reflects has the history and tradition of all prime ministers and the contributions made by all prime ministers, right from Pandit Nehru to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and hence there was need to rename the facility, the Nehru Memorial Museum and Library. But on the other side, Sneha, nevertheless, the Congress party is attacking the Modi government, and it will continue to, further this attack because you have not only Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, leaders
Be
like
with us.
Pramod
I'm just going to
Tiwari
come back to you, Amit. Congress's Rashid Alvi is also now joining us. Thank you so much for your time. I want to begin by asking you that the argument of the government is, why just one prime minister? Why not all prime ministers? Why can't it be all a museum that in fact talks about the legacy of all prime ministers and not just one? That is the BJP's argument. How do you respond?
No, it is baseless argument. Jawaharlal Nehru was not only prime minister. He was the freedom fighter. He had passed 9 years behind the bars. If our prime minister and this BJP government can spend 9,000 crores to build a new building of parliament, they can build a new library. What is the harm in it? Why are you changing the name of Nehru Library? Basically, they are against this family. They are against Jawaharlal Nehru. They are against Indira Gandhi. That is the reason they are in power. They can do anything. Because today they are in power, they can change the name of Nehru, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, everybody. They can do it. Nobody can do anything. But people of the country, they know it very well that why they are doing it. It is very unfortunate. I strongly condemn it.
What is the Congress party going to do, Mr. Rashid Alvi? What are your options really? Are you going to hit the streets? Are you looking at... Yes.
There is no democracy in the country. It is Tanashahi. Nobody can do anything. CBI is working under them. Income Tax Department, ED, all agencies are working under them. They can do anything. So what can we do? We can't do anything. Okay. Let them do. We want to see to what extent they can go.
Okay, we want to see till what extent the BJP can go is what the Congress says. I'm going to thank you. Rashid Alvi, a very senior leader of the Congress party and has been associated with the Gandhis for many years, together now saying that there is helplessness, but we can express our disgruntlement at what this government is doing and that they could have built another museum for the other prime ministers. Why remove the name of Nehru? They're against the family is what the Congress is saying. Remember, we are talking about a controversy that has erupted over the renaming of the Nehru Memorial Museum and Library, which is now going to be called the Prime Minister's Museum and Society. This comes a year after the Prime Minister's Museum was inaugurated at the Teen Murti complex, which actually served as the official residence of India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. Veteran Congress leaders have hit out at the Prime Minister over the renaming of the Nehru Memorial Museum and Library, saying that it has always been a global intellectual landmark and treasure house of books and archives. We have a series of reactions. Let's go straight to them.
एक बार फिर जलन, ईर्ष्या और हीन भावना से ग्रस्त मोदी सरकार ने भारत के प्रथम प्रधानमंत्री, देश के अमर स्वतंत्रता संग्राम सेनानी, जिसके नेतृत्व में रावी नदी के किनारे पूर्ण स्वराज का नारा दिया गया था, उस पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू के नाम से जो नेहरू मेमोरियल था, उससे नेहरू शब्द आता।
By doing this, Prime Minister again had shown to 140 crore people of our country, citizens of our country, that Modi ji ki soch kitni choti hai. Because Modi ji is here and Nehru ji is there. So Modi ji, why don't you try to make your character equivalent to Nehru ji? You know you can't do this thing. So you are just trying to delete the name of Pandit ji from all these places.